So we're trying this out on YouTube at the moment, seeing how it goes and seeing how this all works out. I see that I'm getting a live stream. Gotta take my headphones off for just a moment. My eye is watering and bothering me. So, welcome everybody. Hope you can hear me well. This is the first of hopefully what is many streams on YouTube, as well as I still stream on Twitch. So yeah, I mean, we're just checking this out. For sure. Just a second here. So, we'll see how this goes. I don't know how their audio is. I know Twitch's audio is really, really good. That's why I've continued to use them. Just this camera. This camera's kind of here to give a side view of what I have on my desk. So it's Ableton Push 2. I have the Linstrument 128 Korg Monotron, and I also have the Artura Micro Freak Stellar Edition, which has a superb vocoder built into it. We are in Ableton, what is it, 12.3b17 at the moment. So I guess I can't type anything. I'm used to that. We're like real used to that on Twitch, chat back and forth. So this is a little different because I don't see anything texting back or anything. I'm just like I said, this is just and there you go, but how do I respond back? Okay. I don't know. I don't need to learn more. I'm okay with this. I know your community got it. Okay. Get you over to the main screen. So unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see me unless I put a camera into this, which I can do. So let's try this. No, I don't want to do a new thing. I want to do a video capture. There we go. Okay. We'll just put me over to the side here. That way it doesn't look like I'm not talking to you, or you can see that I'm not doing something. So before we go any further, let me get back here to the chat screen. Okay. Welcome to my studio, right? Up here is the Behringer UBXAD desktop. Behringer D-Mine 12. I have a Kurzweil K2000 VX. You really can't tell here. This is a Mo2 Audio Express, and this is a Mo2 Mo2 828 MK3 hybrid audio interface. Back here in the back, we have a Behringer Model D. We have a Behringer TD3. Back here is a Behringer TD3MO, Behringer Neutron, Behringer Pro VS, Behringer JT4000. 8-channel mixer Mackie down there. I got a 12-channel mixer down here at the bottom. That is a Yamaha. This side of the studio, I have an 828 MK1 from Complete Control, another Kurzweil 2000, got a Novation Launchpad, MPD 218, which is a 16-pad polyphonic pad from Akai, Machine MK3, Novation Launchpad. Now I do have another whole computer setup over here. Let me log into it. Now, I guess what you could say is fairly unique about my setup here is I have another, this is another Ableton workstation over here, right? Much more powerful computer. We'll get into that at a later date. What I'm going to do is eventually play flip-flop with the computer. It's a 24-core beast. I'm running on an 8-core over here with 64 gigs of RAM. This is 24-core, 32-thread with 64 gigs of DDR5 quad channel, 1080 Ti card. It's a ROG Maximal Hero on there, so it's a beast of a computer. I need to swap them, right? Because I have to do music and streaming on the main box, but Ableton, the cool thing about Ableton is it allows you to, let me get over to the screen. So we're going to use UE Zebra at the moment. You see up here in the corner, this little link button, you click it, okay? And then you go to your other computer and you link it. Now, here, this towel. So guys and gals and people of all ages, here is the cool thing about that. So I'm a big nerd, right? Big computer nerd, big tech nerd. Anyway, if you run Ableton on a computer and you have another version of Ableton on another computer and it's on the same subnet in the same network, there is a rudimentary Ethernet connection between the two. It's a MIDI Ethernet connection. Start, stop, play, tempo, rudimentary stuff like that. It's a really killer feature. So I run in a lot of my productions, in a lot of my live shows, I actually run 2 sets of Abletons continuously on it. answering a text. Sorry. Okay, so UE Zebra. UE has got some amazing stats. They're all software. And so my studio, let's jump back over real quick. I'm a little jumpy on this, sorry. My studio is a hybrid studio, right? I have analog, I have digital. It's all coming through at 48K, 24-bit audio through the audio interfaces. Now, you're probably wondering this, and I can answer your question. How do I get audio from computer over here to main audio over here? Well, let me tell you how. So, I used to use two Audio Express interfaces, right? Because I bought one, I was like, okay, I'll just bought a new one anyway. So over here, I audio out analog from that, cables running under the floor, come up into my 828 MK3, analog into digital here. Now, let me throw a sound up over here. Let's see. I need another camera for over here. Now, okay, hold on. The screen. So, we have audio coming from other said workstation to this workstation. Also have DMX lighting in here. Strangely enough. So yeah, that's also some more stuff, but I digress. DMX lighting is neat. One, two, three, 6 LED wash lights, DMX controller over here, audio coming out of audio interface on an output channel to it. Interesting, okay. So that's different. Says it's better than Twitch. I'm sending out a few texts here, so just bear with me. So I might as well call it the Ambient Acid Show, guys, because that's what it's been forever, right? I'm in the nearly episode 80 of season 5 on Twitch. The Ambient Acid Show is branded like that, as such. So I am an ASCAP music producer. Vocorders are so damn cool. From Push. This is a vocorder. Nice reverb on that. 1 second here. I don't know how to respond. For whatever reason, it's not letting, and I don't understand that. All right, here we go. Main screen. So, if you know anything about me, I'm a real drony individual. I love drone sounds. I like that. So I have in my studio, I have 2 Yamaha HS8 bi-amp 120 watt near field monitors. It's what I use for my shows. Man, that is a super nice tone. Oh yeah, I'll be using this. Blue Heron. So I'll be using StreamMate Streamlabs for all of my YouTube stuff. It took me a while. It took me a while, guys, to get all this stuff figured out, right? I started out with a keyboard. Well, this keyboard, this Yamaha, this Carswell 2000 over here that a friend gave me. And I had to buy the Motu Audio Express. to fix the latency issue, right? You can't use a sound card in a computer to compose music. It's too much latency. Because you would strike a key and it would be like, I mean, it's horrible latency. So he's like, you gotta buy a audio interface. Okay. Did that, right? And one of these days I'm gonna break out the old, I actually have a Kawa R50E drum machine from 1987. I want to break that out and hook it into this new setup over here. Rudimentary MIDI from like 1987. I don't know if I'd really call it MIDI at all, but excuse me. So this is kind of going to be the format. I don't know if I'm going to actually produce music so much on here as maybe do some deep dive on software gear, connections between I wish I knew how to actually reply back. It doesn't make any sense. So I need somebody, if anybody's out there, I need somebody to hold on. Yeah, I don't know, because I don't know how this all, it's not like other software. If it was on Twitch, it'd be super easy to respond back. But on here, it's not. So cables, I don't want to show you underneath the computer because most OCD people would just explode from the amount of audio and USB and stuff. Like, I figure when we move somewhere else, I'm going to do a really nice job of cabling all this stuff where it doesn't look like a damn octopus exploded. It often reminds me of, like, there's this picture of this locomotive and the core blew up and there's steam, there's tubes and everything flying everywhere. It's kind of what my office looks like, right? I've got 4 4 backup UPSs in here. I've got a NAS server. I've got a Ruckus switch. So I've got a subnet for these 2 computer systems and the NAS that I have over there. Then I have another subnet in the living room with another switch for 2 computers in there. And then I have 14 devices on the network. Everything's wireless. I purposely, even though I'm using a 1 gig connection, is in the living room. I decided to hardwire it into here and had to run snake wire underneath the rug and all that into here where I had a dedicated connection because the new streaming and all that stuff wasn't going to be. There you are, Jesse James. I see you. I see you there, but I can't respond to you. So why is that? Why can I not respond? I don't understand. Maybe somebody out there in Euphoria, if maybe somebody out there in the interwebs can actually show me how to respond, because I can't figure it out. I see your data stream, but I can't text back to you, which is stupid. So much easier on the other platform. This is really like the first time I've ever used Streamlabs desktop to get into YouTube. I try and use my phone. It's not letting me do that. I did it, but it didn't let me directly respond to you. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I see that. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that. Get over here on the main screen. Yeah, I mean, I see it, but it doesn't specifically, like, I can't touch a button and respond directly back to you. I have to type it, and I can't type it on here because I can't use the keyboard to do it. So that's weird to me. It might have been easier if the web interface works, but the web interface doesn't, as I was telling you earlier, doesn't see the loop back that allows all the music to go out. It's got to go through Streamlabs or OBS or something like that. How does it sound, Euphoria? That's a really great sound. So Euphoria, I set up my very first Kurzweil 2000 over here on the ROG machine, and using it as a MIDI trigger. Basically, I'm not even using the output because I'm not changing the screen on it to do all that. I mean, it works as a 16-channel MIDI program, so that's what I need, really. And then I have an audio interface over here that I analog out to my main audio interface here, and it goes in digital that way. It's just a shame that Ableton won't send audio via USB, which would be totally badass, you know? So you see, I'm still using Ambient Acid Show. There's my Golden Shrimp Guild, DJ Renegade, KPFT 90.1, Ableton, you know. Then I've got the two different screens set up. So 3 cameras in total, which works pretty nice, actually. Yeah, I'll have to read that. Thank you. So I'm gonna get you over and we're gonna do something. So if you're a gear whore like myself, and you have hardware instruments, right? This is a pure analog. This is purely analog. So how do you get sound from here into Ableton, right? Because it needs this is a desktop module, so it needs controller. So if you look here, we go over to instruments, all right? There's a thing called external instruments. So I drag it over here to a MIDI slot, all right? So I need an input. And I go to, I'm going to use the instrument. And you won't get any sound out if you don't trigger it, the track, that little red button. But we're not through yet. So we have to go MIDI, so it redirects all the MIDI to the UBXAD desktop, and then I've got to select an input. So now, see, I can click on your names and nothing happens. And so for you non-musically inclined people, I'm using an MPE controller to control this unit up here because there's no keyboard on this, right? Yeah, but there's no way to do it in the program I'm using, which sucks because I'm used to typing, doing stuff, and typing and texting at the same time in the same. So I would have to set up totally different profiles and everything using OBS, and I don't even know that it's going to work that way. So I'll do some research on how to do it. I'm using Streamlabs Desktop as the conduit interface. Oh, hold on here. Okay, that's enough quarter fun today. And so, if you're wondering, you may or may not be, but the Carswell here is a complete synthesizer into itself. It's got outputs going into the A28 MK3 here. All this other synthesizer goes into one, the 8-channel, then most of it goes into the 14-channel or 12-channel down here. That goes into, once again, into the main audio interface. But I got to thinking, right? So I ran out of audio, inputs, audio inputs on the A28 MK3. It's like, well, there's got to be a way to get more, because everything in the signal path makes noise in the signal chain, right? So you get a hiss like a cat's hissing at you, which sucks. So what I discovered is there's a SPDIF protocol, which is it's a digital cable. Looks like a patch cord, but it's a hell of a lot higher quality, right? And the Audio Express supports it, as does the A28 MK3. So I actually set this unit up as a SPDIF in and out. So it's a 24-bit digital stream going into another unit that's 24-bit digital. So it opened up 4 more sets of output. So I'm actually running I actually have opened up another set of outputs, and I almost thought about running it from over here to here, but that would have been some expensive ass cables to do that. So that's why I didn't do it. But cool. Glad everybody decided to join and hang out. I hope this has been a beneficial testing of the system. So, Euphoria, I hope the stream quality was good over there in Houston. I hope it sounded good. Jesse James has said it sounds pretty good to him. So that's a good thing. Well, I didn't know you could do that. That's pretty wild. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. This is kind of a maiden voyage. We're at 38 minutes and 51 seconds into this stream. I need to set an outro screen for this, but I don't think I need to change start to exit. So this is YouTube, so we'll see how this all comes about. Right? See how it all looks good, and I'll review this and see what it is. Strobe lights. I don't see you under the strobe light on the dance floor. You know what song that is, don't you, Jesse? You don't dance to techno anymore. I don't see you. See you under the strobe lights on the dance floor. Anyway, y'all have a great night. I do have an end clip now, so that's even better. Peace.
You've eliminated any interruption or distraction.